Greetings, Pat Prince here, and today we are cooking. Welcome to my segment of the Obscure Tape Time Cooking Show. Okay, for our challenge that we got, we asked 5 different people for 5 different ingredients. And those ingredients came back as cayenne peppers, some dill, sushi, blue cheese, sweet potato or yam. We need to think about what we're actually going to do. And I was thinking I would make a 2-layer dip. Now, of course, you always stock salt your water. So much vegetable stock. This stuff is like MSG. It's like secret ingredient for the pan. I'll be using some olive oil spread. Just want to grease that pan up. We always start off with an onion. Every recipe needs an onion. Right? Let's all learn how to cut an onion properly. Suddenly, it all just falls apart. Why did you say that you shall fall? So here's a fun fact you probably didn't know about me. I don't eat seafood. I don't like it. I've never liked it. So the sushi is really throwing me off. The flavor profile. I'm gonna try and make them stringy into my salsa dip, but isn't it just salt? I should just stick it in my mouth and observe the flavor profile. And then I can think about how I'm going to use it properly. I don't like it. We should put some in with our potatoes. Don't wave your knives around. Couple of tomatoes going in. Always season as you go. Cayenne chilies aren't that hot, are they? Green one. I'm going to keep half a green one to go in with my blue cheese sauce. How hot can they be? A red capsicum. Garlic powder today. It seems to have a different flavor profile to fresh garlic. It gives off more of an umami, and I need that to kind of pair with the seaweed. Some basil, a hefty amount of cumin. Probably want some coriander as well. The seaweed. I want them long and stringy though, so we still know that they're there. I want to try it instead of masking the flavor of the sushi seaweed. But try to make it so it reacts well with the dish. Right, now, what we're going to do is we're going to give this a quick fry on the bottom. Wipe up that garlic. And then we'll chuck it into the grill to burn the top. We want to get it caramelized, basically. While that's frying, we may as well get started on this blue cheese sauce. Putting in some of that fresh chili. Oh, I love me some blue cheese. And just, boop, the whole thing goes in. Boop, the whole thing goes in. A little bit of garlic. And some almond milk. Almond milk, that is flavored with vanilla, but I've found recently that vanilla flavoring kind of goes interesting in cheese sauces. A little bit of stock. Don't forget the pepper. Too much black pepper. That's how much we need. Too much. Too much. But all cheese sauces are good with too much black pepper. Alright, and now we can put that on the boil too. Time to strain our potatoes. Not all of the liquid though, we want some of it kept. Woo! Get this moving a little bit. Let's put some parmesan in that. Alright, this all looks nice and mushy. Time to stick it into the grill. Don't forget to turn off your ovens. Right, it looks like most of that cheese has been melted into the pot. We're just going to turn that off and let it rest for a while. And mash our potatoes. Heck yeah. We'll be putting our dill into the potatoes. We're going to use some of the vinegar pickle water to moisten our potatoes to make them smooshable. And that should give a fairly strong dill flavor. Well, we're getting to the point of the show where I think I need a little tasty taste. Need more pickle juice. And a little more salt wouldn't hurt. Hot, 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 hot. Alright, this is what we're looking for. This kind of burnt look on top. That's going to give it a richy, robust flavor. So we just give it a bit of a toss. Put it in for another burn. Top here, and we're going to chuck it back in the grill to burn out those sugar starches and give it that kind of caramelized flavor. Alright, we've got some lovely blackened color coming up on that. What does? Oh, a little bit escaped. Get back in there. Time for the end preparation. Just kind of squish it in there. And now for the cheese sauce. We will leave those to set in the fridge overnight. And the cheese sauce should set proper thick. If it doesn't, well then we're gonna have soup. Oh. Oh my god. That's so good. I hope Pete enjoys it. Over to you.
You can hear the baby crying in the background, and that's because he knows his dad is not a chef. He knows that all these ingredients are going to go in to make something so foul, so inedible, so downright dangerous that I may just be arrested. This here sweet potato, that was the idea of milching. Just gonna leave this for a while. Garlic cloves 2. When has 2 ever been enough? Oh, Jackson's gone to bed. Let's go say goodnight. Why did you stop filming? Jaxie, going to bed. Mwah. Mayonnaise in there. Bit of cayenne pepper. This was not my idea. Well, into the pot. Scoop all of that into there. Put that in there. Cayenne pepper. Thanks to Creed Classic for that one. Who's the one who gave us the blue cheese? My good friend Spade K for the dill. Okay, we've got a Suki baby. It's time to continue the recipe here. He's about to be picked up. We're actually, there he is, look. He's about to be picked up by Nanny. So I suppose I'll just make little tiny bits. And then I'll put it in the bowl. And then I'll mix it around, and then I will drain the bowl. Probably film some actually going in. What's Jackson up to? Hey Jackson. Mess that we are going to put the seaweed into. Contrary to my original plans, we'll see how it turns out. And so we're just about ready to go, but I think this needs just a little bit of an extra kick. So I'm going to put some Dead Man's Finger hemp rum in. Because why not? Mixy mix. How does it taste now? That has definitely changed the flavour. Let's get started.
And now, the taste test.
Food's done. Cool. Mine's a little spottier with the green. Well, we made it.
Yes, we both made a dish out of all those ingredients. Yours is this one on the fire. You do have stalks though.
It is a whole lot of crap thrown into a pot. Then I mashed a potato in it.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So just a lot of cheese.
Pretty
much
seaweed.
Every kind of cheese. Seaweed, yeah, you'll taste the seaweed. I didn't think you would, but you will.
That's what we got. So you made like a soup.
As I said, it's probably more of a carbonara sauce.
Carbonara sauce. Oh, what you should do is stop filming, go boil up some carbonara and just stick it on carbonara.
I thought about it, but I was like, meh. So what's in yours? What have you prepared?
So,
Dogs.
I have a 2-layer dip. So on the bottom layer, there is a salsa, which is made up of the sweet potato, lots of peppers and tomatoes, spices and stuff. And then the top layer is my cheese dip. We eat it in both the boiling of the potatoes, the making of the salsa, and the cheese dip. We all hate seaweed here.
Yes,
we all hate
we're not fans
here.
of seafood here.
So I'm hoping that I've made it so it's delicious, and
I'm hoping mine's edible. If mine's edible, it's a pass. My garlic was beautiful looking.
I didn't use fresh garlic.
I did.
We'll see if your fresh garlic masks what you've done here. Let's start with your soup. Why not? We'll grab a.
Oh boy.
It tastes like a Mornay. I don't mean to be nasty, but I don't think I really want to go for a second dip on that. I'd be like, that's interesting. Then you, what about you?
I'm not eating anymore.
Yeah.
Get on in there.
You got to go right to the bottom because that's where the salsa stuff is.
Okay.
Yeah, it's thick. I made it thick. It's the
That
thick
is
point.
indeed very thick.
Yeah, it's more like a spread than a dip. So we both failed. Yours tastes bad. Mine isn't actually a dip.
It does just taste kind of like a salsa, but there's a weird aftertaste there.
I really like it.
I think I like the initial taste. The aftertaste doesn't do much for me.
Okay.
But the initial taste is amazing. And I like the beans.
The what?
The beans.
Beans?
Yeah, beans.
Yeah, there's no beans in here.
I think the problem with both is it's just there's too much going on. Because of the wide array of ingredients we got, it was hard to really make something that is consistent and like all the flavors go together. If that makes sense. Yours is definitely, if this was a competition, you would absolutely be the winner. Thankfully it's not. And I can say I tried. More beer.
Yeah. Why are we not having this with a beer?
I suppose I should stop the video now, huh? The end. Thanks for watching our food challenge. Next time, don't give us seaweed, please, Napostriel. Give us tofu or something.
Bye and stuff.
Get this fucking thing out of my back. Tell me that was recording the whole time.
Tender, juicy lamb chops from Bilo, of course, cooked in a fresh tomato sauce. Doesn't sound bad, does it? First of all, tomato sauce. I've just made it with some sliced onions, some sliced capsicum, a little bit of garlic, and of course some fresh tomatoes. And I've sealed the lamb chops quite hard in some oil. Place them on the top, bury them a little, cover it with a lid, put it in a 200-degree oven for about 45 minutes. Not bad.
Bilo, extra value for you.
And me.
Wow, this is a treat, isn't it?
This toast is great, Dad. Did you make the bread yourself?
No, mate. I spread it with butter, not Marge. Nothing's too good for you lot.
Butter brings out the natural taste in food because butter is natural.
How about some eggs?
Oh, how about some more toast?
Butter. Taste the difference.
Ain't nothing as thick and rich as Cotty's topping. To enjoy fresh whipped cream, beat the cream vigorously in a large bowl until it's light and fluffy, or simply take a can of Dairy Whip. Ah, there's nothing like whipped cream to top all your desserts, even your coffee. And Dairy Whip stays in the fridge, fresh and ready to use anytime for up to 6 months. Sadly, there's no way to enjoy light whipped cream with 48% less fat, unless, of course, you buy Dairy Whip Light. Dairy Whip, whipped cream that's ready when you are.
Beans. 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 Greetings, Fat Prince here, and today we are eating beans. Yeah. Beans. Beans.
When it comes to the crunch, nothing beats my walnut tropical with fresh, golden, healthy California walnuts. Look for me at your store.
California, here I come.